Hey guys, so yeah, in tonight's video, I just really wanted to talk about with you guys with the color Merle. And yeah, the reason why I want to talk about this just because I was actually thinking about the debate that I actually really had with why Merles, like somebody was actually arguing with me that the reason why I'm hating on Merles is just because I haven't seen the good structure with Merles, right? And this is also wants to talk about with some of you guys thinking, like some people actually thought that I hate colors. No, I don't hate colors. I love colors as well. And I just wanted to get that out of there. I just want to get rid of that because I love colors, guys. Colors is what adds significance or adds value to your dog. It really does add a lot of value to your dog just because like XB, Grinch, Suze, Chucky, Dawn, their signature color, if you think about it, is always going to be blue. It resembles that silverback gorilla, right? And that's their signature color. DK, on the other hand, like with me, that DK blood that I love, their signature color is always going to be that black and tan, how Donkey Kong is, right? That's what makes colors amazing. So I just wanted to get that out of there. I love colors as well. I don't hate colors. Colors are amazing. I love breeding for colors as well. And I only need one more year to breed for colors and I'm gonna have amazing dogs, right? Yeah. So I'm so excited. So yeah, I've seen some. The reason why I want to talk about this as well, just because like some people have said that, oh, it's always gonna be structure before color, and yes, I agree with that too. But at the same time, how about structure and color on par with each other, right? Well, I can agree with just don't have color, like just have colors, no structure. I don't like that, right? I want to have everything. Even though I love all dogs, right? Rocky, for example, like with me, I don't consider him a structured dog, but man, he is still a homie of mine. He's like one of my best cool dudes, man. He's a star, man. He's a star in his own way, and you know when he's playing with his little wee wee, man, that shit is funny as fuck, man. I love Rocky too. That's what makes him so cool because he touches his dang wee wee, honestly, and it's so funny. I'm like, dog, why are you doing that? It's so funny though because I'm like, ugh, dogs do that. So it was a shock factor when I actually saw that with Rocky. So guys, Merles, the reason why I want to talk about this with you guys today is just because my uncle a while ago, he actually locked in with two studs that are actually known to be Merles, and he locked in with a Merle named Low Spell and then another Merle with Sub-Zero. And I was talking to him about this. I'm like, Uncle, I think you made a mistake, bruh, because he was saying to me, he's like, yeah, once I get these puppies, then I can breed these two together. And I said, Uncle, you can't do that. You can't breed Merle with a Merle together. Because if you do that, if you guys don't know, in biology, when you breed those two genes together, a Merle and a Merle, you're going to have defects. You're going to have blindness, deafness, etc. Right? You just can't breed Merles together. And which is why I wanted to talk about with Merles with you guys, just because, like, I don't ever think that I will ever get into Merles just because of that reason, just because you can't line breed it, right? The point of line breeding is putting genetics close together. But when it comes to line breeding, colors is just out of the discussion now. It's line breeding is mainly just for the color, like no, for the structure of the dog. That's the main point of line breeding that I personally think what it is. So I was telling my uncle, like, Uncle, I think you done messed up because he paid a lot of money for those stud services, a lot of money, and I felt like honestly he should have spend that money on something else, right? Spend that money on something else or invest onto something else better. That's what I personally believe. I think that he could have done better with that money. So with you guys, I want to talk with you guys, like even just like, you know, what's the best way to go about it when it comes with breeding to a stud, because you guys always contact me all the time, like, what should I breed to my females? I even talked about this in my last video. What should I breed my female to? I always tell you guys, you know, do your research on your bloods, right? Do your research on what kind of pedigrees you like, what kind of styles you like, and you don't have to breed to me. I don't care. I want you to be happy with your dogs, because that is what matters the most. Loving your dogs, loving your pedigree, loving the style of your dogs, because what breaks my heart the most is when people have dogs that they don't love or physically love or just don't love the looks of the dogs because they've seen other people's dogs, right? I love my dogs. No matter how much somebody's dog is better than mine in terms of structure, I don't care. I know inside I love my dogs as well. My dogs are just as equally as good, or it's just something about them, that bond that I created with them, that I just still love them. So that gives me the option, like, man, since I love it that much, I should breed to it, right? Which is why I've always said you always gotta have a good foundation, right? My foundation, most of my foundation is always with Leegi, and I always tell people, you can't go wrong with Leegi. Leegi going on with DK, Leegi going on with Grinch, Leegi going on with Suze, Don, Tubbs, Chucky, bruh. They all come out freaking badass, and I've seen it. I'm like, wow. I just thought about this. Leegi is like the foundations of all structures of all dogs, and if you have not heard of Leegi in the world of structure of French bulldogs, you're living under a rock. Literally, you're living under a rock, right? Even my two-time Leegi, or my two-time Toxic, with Rogue, that me and my uncle and I produced with Clay and Nala, which produced Rogue, which I will be updating pictures soon, and that is a two-time, well, it's a lot of bloods coming in together, but mostly a two-time Toxic, you guys can say, that created Rogue. So Rogue obviously looks a lot better than Toxic, and some of you guys love Toxic, right? Toxic is a really good dog, but he's already been outproduced. And not to shit on my boy Toxic, man, I love my boy Toxic, but there are better dogs in terms of structure than Toxic, right? If you guys think Toxic is the best, no, you just have not seen the rest of the best of the best dogs, right? And that's pretty much it, right? So speaking on with Merles again, I don't think I will ever get into Merles ever again, or not ever again. I don't think I will ever get into it, just because you cannot line breed it. As I said, you can't breed a Merle and a Merle together, line breed or outcross, right? Because those two genetic factors come in together and they just create defects. Which is why the colors, right? As I always said with you guys, you can always get colors later on down the road, right? And sorry if that's making sound for you guys, sorry about that, but you can always make colors. Literally, how I think about colors is just a genetic sequence of colors of a copy. Like, you just need it in their DNA to be carriers, or to be like genotypes, like genetic carriers, or phenotype, ph, physically carries that copy or that look, then you can obviously make it, right? Pink French Bulldogs, for example, like, there's this chart that says, like, making a dog with this color is that chance to get that color, right? Like a 0.0, I don't know, it just whatever those numbers are. No, how I look at it is, if you have the copy, if you have the physically look of the dog for that color, you can make that color. It's literally that easy. Some people idolize colors so much where they just don't care about structure, right? I don't want you guys to buy in the hype of colors, man, just because I want to make sure that you guys are happy. And I'm not saying that you guys don't have to get into structured dogs or muscular dogs like me. No. What I'm trying to say is, if you want to have everything within your vision, right? Within your vision, I'm not talking shit about linky dogs, because I have linky dogs as well, right? Then, yeah, I want to spill the truth, because you can always produce colors, which is me right now. All the females that I have, Cardi B, Mochi, Suki, Cypher, Reaper, all of my females, they're all carry tri, they all carry blue, they all, one of them carries chocolate, which is Mochi, which is why I'm okay with waiting one more year, right? One more year, or maybe even 2 more years to create the puppies that I actually want, right? It's always about creating the structure first, and then passing those genetic colors as well. And it makes it so much more satisfying for me, just because I'm like, yes, 2 carriers made a blue, right? And I've had some blues on the way, I've had some tries on the way, but they just did not end up the way that I like it, so I ended up selling them and just keep the fawns. And for some damn reason, the fawn ones, the regular ones, are always better in colors and structures. I'm like, bro, why does this keep happening to me? It's so trash. Why can't my colors come out like better in structure, right? It's all about selective breeding when it comes to structure and all that good stuff. And you guys feel me? Selective breeding on structure, and that's how you always create a better dog. You guys ask me, how do I keep producing a better, outproducing or creating a better dog within each generation, within each year? And one year I plateau, and that was like, if it makes me feel bad when I plateau, like, oh shit, I could have done better, or damn it, like, why isn't the structure not clicking well, right? So everything is a learning process for me, right? Every litter that I've had is a learning process for me, that I've learned, like, even if you have two bad as parents, when you breed them together, sometimes it just doesn't click. Like, they don't never look as good as the parents, and it's just the way it is. So you have to take an account on what's the pedigree behind that dog, both parents and the grandparents within that grandparents and all that good stuff. So great grandparents. And yeah, so I was talking to my uncle, you know, with colors, and I think he done messed up. You done messed up, uncle. And it's okay, you know, it's okay. I look at it as like, hey, it's different blood. Maybe it could be a money litter for you, but honestly, money litter or not, like I always tell them, you should follow the path that I take, right? Just go for structure. It's okay if colors are not there quite yet. Once you have the structure, the price of a structured dog, like the best structure, can cost way more than a really good colored dog as well, right? That's pretty much it I want to talk about with you guys today, and hopefully it changes your mindsets. And yeah, guys, I love colors as well. Don't get it messed up that I don't like colors, that I hate colors, I'm all structure, all colors. No. Why be that when you can be everything, correct? Alright guys, love you guys so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and with my little rant there. And if you guys disagree with me, hey, it's okay, write it down in the description below, or shit, like, just cuss me out on my messages. I don't give a shit, you know. Just like, say what you want, man. I don't care. I want to see what you want to say, and see where we go from there. Love you guys. Peace.